Hey yo, what's good? It's Stealth the producer. We are back with another beat breakdown video. Today we are going to be breaking down another trap and B, trap soul, RnBass type beat. This one is called Timeless. Now the way this one came together was kind of crazy. I was messing with this R&B sample from the 90s called All the Times by LSG featuring Faith Evans, Coco, Missy Elliott, right? And I was kind of making a beat around this sample with a guitar loop from Eric Tucker. If you remember Eric Tucker, I mentioned him in my first video that I made, the first beat breakdown video that I made. He shot us some guitar loops. So I was messing with another loop from that same pack that he sent us. And I was like, okay, it was cool, but I had to leave the house, right? I had to leave the house to come back to the beat. So when I left the house, I was on my Instagram. I just happened to see Eric making a beat on his Instagram, right? So when he was making the beat, I heard him playing this piano progression, like these piano chords, right? And it just so happened that the chords were in the same key as a sample I was working on back at the house, right? I was like, yo, like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It just fit like a puzzle piece. So, and in the video, he was like, yo, artist, duet this. But I took it and I was like, you know what? I'm about to duet it, but I'm about to be on some producer hype. Take his piano, make a beat, and send it to him, see what he says. We sent it to him, he said it was fire. Hopefully y'all think so too. So let's get to the beat breakdown. This one is called Timeless, another trap and B, RnBass, Bryson Tiller type joint. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna show you how I made it. We're gonna break it down. Intro, verse, hook. If this is your first time to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you think about this beat in this video. Let's get to it. All right, so like I said, I was working with a sample I was working on a sample from a group back in the 90s titled LSG, Levert, Sweat and Gill, Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill. They kind of came together, formed a super group, and they made an album. This song was on that album. This song is called All the Times, featuring Missy Elliott, Faith Evans, and Coco from SWV, right? One of my favorite songs from that time. It was just in my head one day and I was like, you know what? I want to do something with that sample. So here's the sample that I chopped up. So it's pretty much the hook from the record, you know what I'm saying? It had a real dope feel, dope chords. Everybody on the record could sing, so the vocals just sound crazy on the sample, you know what I mean? All right, so for that sample, what I did was I cut the lows and I cut a little bit of highs and I boosted a little bit of the high mids to kind of bring out the vocals a little bit within the mix. I added a Valhalla reverb, 25% mix on that. I also added a Fruity Love filter and also a compressor on that, right? Like I said in the beginning of the video, I was messing with a guitar loop and you can actually see the guitar loop right up here. That was in the beat first, but once I found Eric playing that piano progression on Instagram, I was like, yo, I want to use that. It's in the same key, it's perfect. I'm already messing with his guitar loop. So I just felt like it was kind of just, this beat was supposed to be made for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody might get on this beat, we might get it placed, I don't know, but I feel like the synergy in the universe is just like, yo, like this is what needs to happen with this beat. I'm gonna play his piano progression, and what's crazy is not only was it in the same key, it almost sounds like it's in the same progression as the sample. So I'm gonna play his piano and I'm gonna play it with the sample. Real dope, smooth, straight R&B, you know what I mean? That's exactly what I was going for on this with the sample too. I was building around, wanted that trap and soul, trap and B, RnBass vibe, you know what I mean? Real dope, man. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play that with the sample. And like, as you can hear, like I said, the progression it's the same progression as the sample. It's crazy how, and he didn't know I was making this beat. Like I hadn't talked to him, I hadn't told him like, yo, could you make something around this? Like he was already making this while I was making my beat, you know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy how it all came together. So from there, I added the hi-hat, real bouncy hi-hat. To give it that trap feel. After that, we added the clap. And for the clap, I put a little bit of reverb on there to give it more space, make them sound more wide in the mix. And then from there, we added the open hi-hat. Nice little bounce. Nice little rock, nothing too crazy, but it's effective, you know what I mean? Simplicity, man, simplicity. So at this point, I pretty much have the hi-hat, the clap, the open hat. There's really not a whole lot more that I added to this beat. I did add a crash. I always like to add crashes just as an indication of the next set of bars, the next set of bars, the next section is about to come up. It kind of lets you know, like, okay, this is like a starting point, this is an ending point, you know what I mean? Now here, like I said, I'm going for the RnBass trap and beat feel, so you gotta add the snare. When you're making your beats, you wanna have intent. Like, so my intent was to have that vibe, that 90s feel, that Bryson Tiller trap soul feel. I just kinda wanted to emulate the whole 90s vibe, and you gotta do that with that trap and beat snare. So I layered the clap with a snare. You know what I'm saying? So now that clap and that snare is really present in the mix. Next, I added another hi-hat to give the beat more bounce. It's kind of hitting at a weird spot, but it gives the beat a little more of a bounce when you're listening to it. So let me play that. You know what I'm saying? Give it more bounce. It's hella bounce already. And the kick, I didn't even play the kick yet. For the drums, the last thing I added was the kick, so I'm gonna play that. And this is it, man. This is all you need. For the drums, you don't need too much with a beat like this. The sample's dope, the piano's dope. So we vibing right here. Definitely rocking. All right, so with Eric's piano, when I grabbed the piano from his Instagram video, I heard he had like a little percussion loop back there, and I kind of filtered that out when I put his piano in my session, but I liked it and I heard it and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to keep that. So what I did, I built my own percussion loop around that, and it kind of sounded really similar to what he has. So I'm gonna play the piano loop so you can kind of hear the percussion loop. So it's real low back there. The naked ear probably wouldn't even notice it, but I noticed it and I was like, you know what, I like that. So what I did was, like I said, I put my own percussion loop behind there because I wanted to kind of accent what he did, but I kind of wanted to control the dynamics of it. I didn't want to turn the piano up so you can hear the loop, but I wanted the loop present in the mix. So that's when I made my own loop and put it over the piano. So I did that. So next I added the bass. So when I added this just kind of put it over the top. This is what really gave it that trap soul vibe. And I knew I had something at this point. I knew this was gonna be a dope beat at this point. And after this, you pretty much got all your sounds. Now it's just about arranging and making it sound like a full song. You know what I mean? That somebody could write to. And the last thing that I added, you know, I had to add the synth line. If you were somebody who likes these type of beats and wants to make these type of beats, I highly suggest that you get in front of your MIDI keyboard, learn how to do synth lines with R&B, trap soul, like that 90s vibe. That's all it was. Synth lines kind of complemented the whole beat. Like if you listen to Devontae Swing, if you listen to Teddy Riley, you listen to all those producers, even like in the early 2000s to the mid 2000s, and even now, you know, he's still producing Brian Michael Cox. That synth line just kind of puts everything, it's like the icing on the cake, you know what I mean? So you really can't have a beat like this without that, because this is what gives it that authenticity of R&B, you know what I'm saying? So you really, I mean, I gotta be honest, you got to learn how to do that. I know a lot of you guys are drawing and things like that, and if you could draw that in, great, but I playing it gives it more feel with the modulation wheel and kind of just going crazy on the keyboard through the scales and whatnot. So I'm gonna play the synth line that I did. I go crazy. That goes crazy, bro. So yeah, that's all the sounds. So I'm gonna go through the intro to the verse to the hook. So we started off with the crash, and then we got the sample with the piano loop and the percussion loop that I put underneath his percussion loop in the back of the piano. Now we're starting the verse with the bass. Drake, Bryson Tiller, Eric Bellinger, LMA. I can even hear like J. Cole and something like this. So we took the sample out right here as we're building up to get back to it. No clap, no snare yet. So we brought the hi-hats in, the clap, and the bass. And I brought in a little piece of that sample to start that second half of the verse. So now we're at the hook. We have every sound in here but the snare. So adding the snare on the second half of the hook gives it that build up a little bit, as you can see right here. I can't wait to hear what somebody does to this beat. I did send it back to Eric, and he's a dope songwriter. He did say he might write to it, so hopefully we can see what he did to it. I would love to post that on here so y'all can kind of hear it, the progression of start to finish, from an idea to a whole beat to a song. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope to kind of showcase on the channel. But yeah, like I said, this beat is called Timeless. Definitely a dope R&B beat, RnBass, you know what I'm saying? It has every single element. It has the 90s sample, it has the bass, it has the drums, it has the trap snare, all of it, you know what I'm saying? And I do feel like a rapper can get on this too, like a really versatile rapper, Big Sean, Drake, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Wale, I can hear somebody like that on it. Singers, I can hear Jeremiah, I can hear Eric Bellinger, Bryson Tiller, of course, LMA. I mean, the list goes on and on, man. Like this is the type of beat that I feel like a lot of artists would gravitate towards. I know somebody dope is gonna get on this record. Like, I just got that feeling. So that's it for this video today, man. I definitely appreciate you watching this video. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, let me know what you thought about the beat. We're not gonna stop, man. We're gonna keep these videos coming for y'all. Tight beats. I will be uploading some more beats, but that's it for this video. Trap and B, timeless, dope sample, dope bass, dope drums. Nothing too much to it, man. Let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, I'm out. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.